Okay. We're live. Hello. How are we? Sorry, we're starting just a little late. How to get the kids ready for bed. And you know how kids are. They don't want to go to bed. Um, Not that they're actually going to bed because they're just laying with my husband watching Digimon, maybe? I don't know what they're watching. Okay. It has been a while since I've been live. So if I'm a little extra weird or loopy today, you know why. I also have a slight headache. So I've got plenty of caffeine with me because I think it's because I didn't have caffeine today. So I've got my cold iced tea and I've got my hot blueberry Earl Grey tea. I have the Forest Room code scrolling at the bottom of the screen if you want to plant a tree with me. And let's get to the comments. Nikki is here. Hi, Nikki. And Jen, hello. Caught one of these at the very beginning. Yay. Hello. Hello. Welcome from the very, very beginning. Coco is here. Hello, Coco. Just woke up from an involuntary nap. LOL, so I'm ready. Sometimes those involuntary naps just hit so good. Oh, man. All right, when's the last time I was live? Last Wednesday? I think so. Oh, my goodness. It's been a while, guys. Michelle is here. Yes, those involuntary naps are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, I haven't updated this planner in like a week, so I'm assuming I haven't been live since last Wednesday because I know I didn't go live last night because by the time we got home I was exhausted and then dealing with ants for like almost 2 hours and still dealing with them. I am so sick of ants. I hate spring season because all the bugs come back out. Hate it. Not here for it. I also haven't written in a very long time, it feels like. I feel like the only writing I have done in the past couple of weeks has been like stuff that I'm just transferring over to for the words so that I can battle the monsters and keep up with my daily streak, which I broke. So that's great. But like no real new words in quite some time. This month has not been great for my creativity. I've had the urge to write, but I haven't had the motivation. And I blame all of the bad juju that happened at the end of March, early April, because it just like was wearing me down. So I'm hoping this week I am able to turn that around. So I'm going to be working on, I don't know what I'm going to be working on. I think I'm still in the mood for contemporary. I'm really not sure though. So I do have my contemporary notebook with me. But I have to go grab my other notebook, which is in my purse, if I want to do the Kindle Vella. Probably should do the Kindle Vella project. Honestly, I just need to get words done. I don't care what project I work on right now. Oh, man. So, I nap better than I sleep. I don't have that problem. I nap and I sleep quite well. I cannot complain about that. I do feel bad for my husband who has insomnia. So it's very rare for him to, one, nap, two, actually sleep. So I am sorry if you have to deal with that kind of stuff because watching my husband go through it, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Um, are we ready for the first sprint? And just get the first sprint started. Um, it'll just be like a warm up, get everything ready because I don't know what I'm working on yet. I don't know. I just know I need to do words. I also don't know if we will see Katrina tonight. I haven't talked to her since noon today. She did take today off because today is her deadline, and I don't know if she made it to her deadline yet. So I'll message her, but if she did make it, she'll probably be sleeping. Because I know she had a long night last night. Alrighty, why don't we go ahead and get this first sprint started? So absolute last call on if you want to plant a tree with me. The code is down below because we're going to start this next sprint in just 1 minute. Let's see. Oh, I can change this too, can't I? Yes, I can. No, not the clock. Pomodoro. Hello. Why don't we do 1 minute here? Do I have to save it? Nope, there we go. All right. 1 minute until we have the first sprint. This is just so I can, like, remind myself. God, maybe I have a headache because this is so tight. Honestly, I don't know why I have a headache. It could be the ants. It could be no caffeine. It could be my... Oh, that feels actually better, though. Sorry, guys. Absolute chaos here. And absolute craziness. I'm going to have to get a clippy. Ah! Okay. Now I just feel hair all over me. Oh, guys, I need to get my shit together. Alrighty. I am going to stretch his water and dock pulled up, ready to go. Awesome. All right, I am hitting start on the tree, and there it goes. Michelle, someone's got to love it, right? Embrace the chaos. Alrighty, I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Sorry, I had to mute my music. And that was the first sprint. How did we do? Let me get a new forest room code for us. We're going to do the lotus plant. And the new forest room code is 54EYNKUSG. 54EYNKUSG. Perfect. And that is now scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Oh, it's getting chilly in here. I'm gonna have to grab a sweatshirt soon. Okay, I was able to get my day started in my Wordy Writer Challenge planner. So I planned a little bit in that, and then I was on for the words, and I had to use some stempos to continue my writing streak so that I don't lose out on those rewards. So, oh shoot. There we go. Sorry, I pressed a button on the keyboard and the comments went away. So yeah, and now I'm just like figuring out what I want to work on. So I've got my notebook up and I'm trying to figure out what I want to work on. Hey, I'm going to see if I can squeeze in a little nighttime writing before I turn in. If I find my flow, it might be a couple hours, and if not, even a little progress is good. How is everyone today? I am doing okay. I have a slight headache, but doing okay. Totally, just almost spilled this all over me. That would have been fun. Question for everyone. Do you put a book down in the bookstore if you don't like it you don't like the first line? With many books, the first line didn't grab my attention, but by the first paragraph/page, I was interested in knowing more. I give it like the first. Honestly, I don't know. I'm probably the worst person to ask because I will buy a book not even knowing anything about it. But if I am just like browsing through the bookstore, I tend to read the first like page or two, and if it grabs me, then I'll put it in my like little, my arms and I'll think about getting it. It all depends on if I'm at like Barnes and Noble and I'm doing like full price, or if I'm at the library, or if I'm at half price books where I'm more likely to buy more books. Barnes and Noble, I tend to buy the books that I'm going in there for. Like I'm going in there specifically for a couple of books. Like I was looking for some books at Barnes & Noble on Friday. Yeah, on Friday. And I couldn't find them, but I did end up finding these two that have kind of been on my TBR list. And they were buy one, get one half off. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. But it depends on which store I'm at. I think I need more than the first line to decide. Me too, Jen. I've been watching a lot of these first line critiques. I think it might have me feeling like a little too much pressure to have that first line be perfect. Yeah. Yeah. The good thing is, though, you can always edit it later. So if you're really stuck on that first line, just write anything and then you can worry about that later. I have procrastinated in writing so many times because I couldn't get that perfect first line, and it's not fun. So I say just write it and worry about if it's perfect later. I mean, I'm over 60,000 words in now, but I keep rethinking that first line. Rethink it later. It is an important part of a book, but it's not the end all for me. Sometimes it takes a couple of, oh, I didn't plug this in. That's why. Sometimes it takes a couple pages or a chapter for me, depending on the book. Yeah. Exactly, Jen. It's like with movies. I will usually give a movie about 20 minutes. If 20 minutes and I'm not pretty invested, I'm probably not watching the rest, but I give it more than a few minutes. Shot Caller was a great movie as far as character arc, talk about a complete transformation. I haven't seen that. And what I really loved about that movie was how it showed me how an ordinary person living in an ordinary life can have one thing happen that completely changes everything forever. Ooh. Yeah, there are some people who critique first lines. I will say that when I'm doing a purge of the books that I own, I read the first, not line, but I read the first page, and if it doesn't grip me, I usually put it in my donate pile. I do that when I'm doing a purge. I agree. I think the first line should have a draw, but I need more than that to be hooked. Yes. Have you ever seen the channel called Readsy? They do first line critiques, sometimes first paragraph. Really? I didn't realize that they did that. Someone on here does ghost writing at that site, I think. I'm not sure who, but I think you're right. Totally get it with the price point. Yes, it's free or low cost. I'm much more likely to give a book a chance, but if I'm paying $25 or more per book, I better really enjoy the first few paragraphs. Yeah, that's why I tend to buy my books so much at like used bookstores, um, because it's so much cheaper, and I don't feel like I am putting a lot of money into the book. Um, it's not even what I mean to say either. I'm not sure how to explain it. But when I buy a book that is full price, it's because I'm highly anticipating that book. You know what I mean? I like to use dialogue straight away in a lot of romance books to give the idea of the plot. Katrina is here. Hi, Katrina. That's one thing I've heard a lot of critiques about is not using dialogue for the first line, and I'm like, I think it can definitely work a lot of the time. I think that also depends on the genre. I think a lot of romance books start with dialogue, or at least have dialogue within the first like paragraph. So I think that's more of like a genre type of thing. But honestly, I think the most important thing about the first line or even the first page is just to get the reader hooked. You want to get that hook in there. I feel like maybe I need to come out of my hiatus and make some writing videos as far as advice I've heard over the years and what I agree with and what I don't. Hold on. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You going to bed now?
Yeah.
All right. Love you. Have a good night. Sorry, I feel Steve coming. That would be really awesome to see some videos from you. My teacher in the fiction writing workshop I am almost done with liked that I did that. Oh, like that you started off with dialogue? I think a lot of romance books does. Do, do. Katrina is here. She's got some words that she needs to finish, so she's on a tight deadline. Her book is taking longer because it's more slow burn. I ate a snack during that sprint. Homemade Chex Mix. I really need to start making some homemade Chex Mix soon. I have the recipe for it. She does a writing sprint on Wednesdays in the morning. Michelle something. I don't know what I was gonna say. Sorry, I just kind of like. Sydney, hello, welcome. I can only spend so much money, and I guess I prefer to spend my money on editing my own book versus buying brand new at Barnes & Noble. So if I'm going to make the investment, I need to really like it. I like going to Barnes & Noble when they have like the buy one get one half off type of thing, or if I'm like going there for a, specifically for a book that I know that I want to buy. I also like their point system. Like I already have $10 saved up that I need to spend for them. But I think I'm just gonna collect that as much as I can. Yeah, I need so many words. How many words are you at? Did you check that yet? You might have messaged me. I'm a huge fan of used books. It's good for the environment and good for our wallets. It's very good for our wallet. I read fast, so the first page, maybe the second, I can tell really quickly if the story and author's voice/style will mesh with my brain, which is really the deciding factor 9 times out of 10. That's a good way to put it, on if it'll mesh with your brain. Love exchanging books with my neighbor. She is 70 years old, but we enjoy a lot of the same books. Oh, that's so awesome. I also like the free little libraries that are around. Not every town has them, but like I know there's one over by one of the recreation centers that my daughter practices karate at. And then I think there's another one closer to my pops' house. But I do like the little free libraries too. I think there's a website that lists all of the little free libraries that are available. Thanks for the question. Almost 41K. And you're thinking it's going to be like 60K, so you still need like 20K. Girl. Girl. Is today your last day for the deadline, or are you extending it? Oh my God, girl. Oh, you're stressing me out. If I had some time, I might join a book club or something. I am kind of doing a book club with my friends in real life. One of my best friends really wanted to read Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. So I ordered it and I bought it, and I extended that invite to some of our other friends to see if they wanted to read it along with us, since on the story graph you can do like a buddy read type of thing. But you can also do book clubs now, that I just found out, and Katrina and I are going to do a book club for our Writers Unfiltered group. But I'm kind of doing like a monthly book club thing with some of my friends in real life. But I'm here for all the book clubs. All the book clubs. The little free libraries, yeah, I love them. Woof, 20K. I extended it. My editor and I are in constant communication at this point. Oh my gosh. So when is your deadline now? I would be further, but my family was a pain. Those dang families. A book club would be awesome. Maybe even virtually would be really cool. Not quite the same, but very convenient. Yeah, there is a way to do book clubs on the Storygraph if you have an account on the Storygraph. Katrina and I are planning on doing one for like the Writer's Craft books for Writers Unfiltered. However, I obviously read like 8 to 10 books a month, and most of them are fiction. And the vast majority of those are romances. So I am totally down for doing a book club with y'all if you want to. I think I've mentioned it on the Discord. I do have a couple read alongs on the Discord down below because I want to read books 3 and 4 of the Bridgerton series before the new season comes out, which is going to be here before I know it. So I need to get on that. But yeah. Wow, Katrina. Relatable. Okay, I guess I'm going to try and get some writing in. I wrote a scene I was very proud of, actually brought me to tears, and somehow managed not to save it. Oh no! I hate when that happens. I hope you're able to at least replicate it a little bit. I was babysitting the grand today and was like, it'll be easy. No, that fool thinks everything is an obstacle course. Well, he's also at that age, though. He's not at the age where you set him down and he's going to stay there. He's at the, I'm going to explore and find everything. Not sure I can write it quite as emotionally or raw as I did the first time, but I'm going to give it a shot. Worst comes to worst, there's always Netflix, chill in bed. And who knows, maybe you'll write it even better than before. You never know. As soon as I can get it in, it'll be a late night tonight and probably tomorrow. And you have to go back to work tomorrow, don't you? My stepson is about to have his first baby in July. Going to be interesting to see how having this bonus grandchild in my home is going to work out. That's why I'm trying to get a lot of writing now. Yeah, kids really mess you up. My kids drive me absolutely bonkers when I'm trying to get words in. Oh my gosh. I love them to pieces. I really, really do. But sometimes I'm just like, you need to give me some space so I can get some work done. I have a feeling once he's here, I'm going to be very distracted between his cuteness and my dog's cuteness. Yep, you sure will be. I'm an hour 1 million doing homework tonight and I'm over it. I'm on hour 1 million. There we go. I said that correctly now. I want to finish these 2 classes while I have some breathing room with other stuff. Good luck. Definitely. We have him every other week, and I've been trying to get writing in when he's not here, but daughter has so much school stuff. She is super busy. Like, so busy. Yep, you'll get distracted. Yep. Oh yeah, something tells me I better get used to very late night writing because the days are going to be full of distractions. Good ones, though. Absolutely good ones. Yeah, I know, but he's usually chill. Today was not a chill day. Yep, but I'll be sneak writing while there. Okay. I was also dictating today, and that gave me over 1K. Yes! Dictating is so good for you. You do so well with it. We're gonna start the next sprint in a minute. So if you haven't joined the forest room and you would like to plant a tree with me, go ahead and put that in. We're gonna get through these last few comments and start the next sprint. I feel like when I hire an editor for this book that I've been working on for about 2 years, now we basically need to move in together for the duration of the editing. Oh my goodness. That's funny. I loved my late night writing nights when I did them, even though I still worked days back then. It just suited the situation at the time. So I've always done a lot of night writing because I feel like my creativity is the highest at night. I'm a night owl. I stay up till about 2 in the morning every night, even if I'm not writing. Um, so I totally get this. Like, I definitely burn the candle at both ends because I stay up so late. But I am such a night owl, and I feel like all of my creative juices are when the sun goes down, or at least when it's like setting. Yes, Jen, definitely agree. Depending on what I'm writing, late night writing can be better for the mood. Yes, it can. Now I drive for work and I don't want to risk being too tired for that. Luckily, it's I get that. I totally get that. I luckily don't have to do that right now. The furthest I have to drive is like, 20 minutes to my son's speech therapy, but that's like in the middle of the day. Same here, Stephanie. I'm a night owl. Yep. Kids are in bed and the house is quiet at night. Yes. Yes, it is. Everyone is upstairs in their rooms right now, except for little Stormy, who is laying behind me, and she'll probably be bugging me soon to go potty. Um, okay, she didn't hear me, or she's ignoring me. I think she just wanted to be close. Alrighty, we are going to start this next sprint. So I am starting the tree. And I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? I actually got some words in, so that's exciting. Let's see. Let's do the ginkgo tree. Create room. Okay, the new forest room code is 588JSNESG. 588JSNESG. Perfect. That is now scrolling at the bottom of the screen if you want to plant a tree with me. And why don't we put the long break on just so we can gauge where the 10 minutes is. And when my kid was younger, I wrote late into the night too. I think a lot of parents do. I've always been a night owl, but I trained myself to be in bed by 11 p.m. I'll read until midnight. I tend to go into my bed between 11 and midnight, depending on what I'm doing that night. And then I'll read until like 2. Unless I get sucked into the book and then I'm either binge reading the entire book in that night or I'm up till like 3:30 and I realize that it's 3:30 and I'm like, shit, I really need to get to bed. I go to bed and don't sleep a lot. Yeah, that's how my husband is. I am so sorry. It sucks. It does. Once I've decided it's time to sleep, I'm crashed out in about 5 minutes. I am the same way unless my anxiety is through the roof. If my anxiety is messing with me, it's a little bit harder for me to fall asleep. And in those points, I take a Benadryl. And that seems to calm me down, and then I'm able to crash in about 5 minutes. But once I do decide that it's time to sleep, which is the perfect phrasing, by the way, my head hits the pillow and I'm pretty much zonked out in 30 seconds. My husband hates it. I'm reading How Caffeine Affects ADHD. Don't care. LOL. I need it. Meaning it doesn't have it calms us down, right? I just dropped something. Because caffeine has no effect on me. I literally drink it because I like the taste of it. But caffeine really does calm me down. I can drink so much caffeine before going to bed and it does not affect my sleep at all. I'm going to start taking something to help. Hopefully, it's on the way. I am too busy to be tired. I totally get that. I've said it before, but magnesium has been helping me. Well, not helping me, but like it's been helping me with my anxiety, but I've also noticed that it makes me sleepier earlier. So I haven't been like staying up as late as I usually do unless I get sucked into a book. Was very distracted that sprint. It happens. It happens. I had to make us some food, but I finished editing the crap show that was my dictation and added some words. That's good. But I'll have to give Grand a bath real quick because boy child is still at work. I'm 100% a night owl. I don't go to bed until 1 or sometimes 2. Yep, that's how I am. But I try to get off the computer by midnight. Same. Absolutely same. I have no idea what I did that sprint. Girl, it happens. I shared my Chex Mix recipe on your foodie channel on Discord. Thank you. I will definitely take a look at it. I've got things falling over here. It isn't good for it and should be avoided in general. Interesting. I haven't read that. I've read so many things that for ADHD people that caffeine does the opposite effect. of what it does for other people, and it almost mimics, like, Adderall in a way, where it, like, calms them down, which it definitely has that effect for me. I do know caffeine is terrible for anxiety at times. Like my sister-in-law, I'll come back to this. My sister-in-law has a bad anxiety attack. She cannot drink caffeine for like a few days until her body like is done with the whole anxiety attack and like the after effects that anxiety attacks can have. As to where I, I don't see that with my personal anxiety. My anxiety doesn't seem to be stemmed from caffeine at all. But I mean, caffeine doesn't hype me up, as I see Katrina saying that word. It doesn't give me like a boost of energy like it does for a lot of people. It literally calms me down. And I like this is Earl Grey. I think Earl Grey is one of the higher caffeinated teas. I will sleep like a baby tonight. Caffeine used to have no effect on me until I turned 35. At that point, it was such a drastic change. I practically had whiplash. No way. Interesting. I'll have to let you know if that happens to me next year. Yeah, it doesn't hype me up. Literally just had some at 6 and I'm sleepy. Yeah. Yeah. Totally get it. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder if it's also like different types of caffeine. Like I know coffee is I think I read somewhere that coffee is more of a harsher way of having caffeine and tea is a little less harsh. I don't remember. I'll have to like look where I found that or heard that. Um It was, like, the differences of people who drink coffee in the morning and, like, people who drink tea in the morning. I think it was something along those lines. But I can kind of see that because I feel like tea itself has more of a calming effect than coffee. Caffeine from tea doesn't affect me like coffee does. Interesting. So maybe there is something to that caffeine levels of tea not being as harsh or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter the form of caffeine for me, neither mess with me, but I drink tea more than coffee. I've definitely started drinking more tea than coffee over the past few years. Mainly just probably because of the tea subscription box. But I've always loved tea. Um, but I do usually just have coffee anywhere from when I wake up to, like, maybe 1 in the afternoon, and then after, like, 1, I switch to tea, but, I mean, I don't make it decaffeinated. I drink all the caffeine. Mm, obnoxious, sorry. Oh, no! Forrest did that again. Ugh, gonna have to put in a new code for you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I literally just updated the app too. There is a new Forest room code. This one is no longer working because come on, hide. Thank you. It kicked us out for some reason. New room code is 5D B D D Y S S G. 5DBDDYSSG. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So annoying. I'm gonna copy this into the comments too, in case people didn't hear or see. New forest room code. There you go. God. Forest needs to stop doing this. Sounds good, babe. I'm going to change this short break to like a 3-minute one, just so that I can give you guys some extra time to enter into the new, we'll do 2 minutes, into the new forest room code. I don't know how many people were in there before. All right, let's start this 2 minute. In 2 minutes, we're going to start the next sprint. Jen, reading through some of your comments, and I can definitely relate about going to bed but not sleeping and caffeine and ADHD. I do know that people who have trouble sleeping, caffeine, and when they cut caffeine out, it helps them sleep. One of my friends, he didn't think caffeine affected his sleeping at all until he was having issues sleeping, and so he cut caffeine out completely, and it did wonders for him. I, however, personally don't have any sleeping issues when it comes to that. So, I mean, maybe it's not necessarily the ADHD, but maybe it's like the insomnia portion. I'm not sure. Got super distracted, but I'm finally on course to get my writing in for the night. Hoping to go for at least an hour. Yay! And it's okay to get distracted. We all get distracted. I get distracted all the time. Okay, my screen went black. I hope it didn't. Okay, thank you. Forrest really needs to stop doing this shit to me. It just did it again. What the? Ooh. Me and Forrest are going to have to fight. Are you kidding me? It's gone. Okay. Jen, it was you and Michelle in here, right? Was anybody else? So I'll just send another. I don't know if it's just because we were. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Nikki was in there? Okay. I sent out a new invitation to you guys. What the hell? All right, I see Nikki and I see Michelle. Oh my goodness. I don't understand why Forrest keeps doing this to me. I just updated the app. My phone just updated not too long ago. 5D, 3V, 7B, TSG. Jesus, I'm going to be watching this like a hawk. This is so annoying. I lay down to sleep and there goes my brain. That's how my husband is. I don't think he has ADHD, but he for sure has insomnia. I can't even tell you how many times I have hopped out of bed to write stuff down because suddenly I have ideas that I was too busy during the day to really entertain. That I understand. That might be a writer thing. I don't think caffeine really keeps me awake, but I could be wrong. I try to stop at night. Maybe take a couple days and not have any caffeine whatsoever and see if that changes. Because my one friend, he didn't think that caffeine affected his sleep at all, and he would even stop having caffeine after a certain time of day. Like, I think if it was, like, after 3 PM or something, he would stop, but, when he took it out completely, he had so much an easier time of sleep, um, and he said it was wild. Hello, welcome. Oh, Forrest is just being a pain in the butt. This is the 3rd code that I've had to do in this, break because it keeps, like, crashing on me for some reason. Same. I love coffee. I love coffee, I love tea, I love caffeine. I will say that I have noticed when I drink, like, a Monster or an energy drink, my heart races. I don't think that's the caffeine though, because that would happen then with when I drink tea or when I drink coffee. I think that's just the energy drink portion because there's other things in energy drinks, but my husband will have an energy drink every single freaking day. He really needs to kick the habit. I keep trying to get him to drink coffee or tea instead because I'm not saying that it's much healthier, but I think they're healthier than energy drinks, but it is what it is. Okay, I don't want this Forest app to crash on us again. I love the energy drinks. I have been starting to like Rain more than Monster, and I love I don't know if I've ever tried Rain. My husband's obsessed with Monster. He's so upset that he can't really find the ultra black anymore because it was like that tart black cherry flavor, and that's like his favorite. Um, but he drinks like the 0 sugar and like the one with like 10 calories or whatever. Oh, I can't drink energy drinks. They make me feel like I'm about to have a heart attack, right? Like, what is it? I I know that it can't be the caffeine portion because I would have that same issue with the amount of coffee and tea I have, but I don't know what it is about energy drinks, and it's only, like, recently that it's been happening, like, in the past, like, year or 2. They are terrible for you. It's more a treat from me. Sorry, I keep, like I keep, like, making sure my screen doesn't go dark. It's more a treat for me than an everyday thing, and I hope it works. Ultrabrack is so good. It really is good. It's tasty. The way he describes it is like a liquid sweet tart cherry flavor or something. I don't even know. He's obsessed with that flavor, but we can't like find it in cases anymore. My brother's favorite is the 0 sugar and my fave is the main. Yeah, my husband gets the 0 sugar, which is strange because I used to be able to. So maybe that's just an age thing for me. They can be really high in caffeine plus everything else. I think it's everything else that's in them. My mother-in-law was addicted to Rockstar. She switched to sparkling water and some weird packets she mixes in. I will say that I have gotten my husband to start using our soda stream and getting like the carbonated water or the sparkling water um and mix in like the energy Mio, which I think is the cherry flavor. Um so he has been drinking that a lot more than the Monsters, and he'll use like the Monsters more of like a treat or like a quick thing. And then there's also, I think like Liquid IV has some energy ones, but I haven't gotten those yet for my husband. We have Liquid IV in like just the normal form to help with our hydration, but I would think that switching to sparkling water and the packets is probably better. I try not to have them too much, but it's hard. I get it. I used to drink Zip Fizz and convince myself it was healthy. It isn't. I don't even know what Zip Fizz is. Though I think it's perfectly fine having them every now and then in a month, but every day once you notice you might need to cut back. Yeah, I've Liquid IV is good, their regular hydration line. Yeah, I love them. When I know that I haven't been drinking a whole lot of water, I definitely grab a Liquid IV to help with the, hydration. Um, I don't know what I was gonna say. Alright, we're gonna get this sprint started before Forrest decides to be a biatch again. You pour Zip Fizz into a water bottle and it fizzes up before you shake it. It's so good. I've never even heard of it. Alrighty, let's get this sprint started. I just hit the tree to start. And let's change this to now sprinting. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? um, I'm getting some words in. I'm battling some monsters too, so there's that. I will say my headache is not going away, so I think I'm only going to do one more sprint because I think I need to just go lay down. So this will be the last sprint for this stream. I wish I could stay on longer, but this headache just will not go away. And I just need to go take some medicine and lay down. So let me create this room real quick. Sorry, I was reading something. My bad. Okay. The new room code for planting a tree with me is nope, that's not it. 5P 5H 6U FSG 5P 5H 6U FSG. Perfect. There it is. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen if you want to plant a tree with me. I'm going to be watching it like a hawk to make sure it doesn't freak out. Let's see. So I'm doing a challenge where I'm writing a scene where I have to describe an emotion without telling what the emotion is. I guess it's a show don't tell, using the senses without telling the emotion. I'm kind of not getting it. Sometimes that's really, really sorry, my screen went black. Okay, it's still there. Sometimes it's really difficult to not share what the emotion is. But it's good practice, I feel like. I got a few words in after giving E a bath. I am at technically 985 words for the day, I believe. But I went back to Project Catalina. I couldn't make up my mind. And for some reason I really wanted to write about Catalina and Kaiden again. So at least I'm getting words out, okay? I don't want you to yell at me. I got a little bit of reading done. I also helped my son, his loose molar. That's amazing. Sorry. My daughter has lost the 4 front teeth, so the 2 on the bottom and the 2 on top. She says that one of her back molars it feels loose, like when she's chewing things. But that's exciting. Her actually top 2 front teeth are finally starting to grow in. She doesn't like it though. She as much as she wants to grow up, because she keeps saying that she wants to grow up, she also doesn't want to grow up. It's really hilarious um how torn she is on growing up versus not growing up. I'm just going through some side quests for the words to see if I can add any, or if I should add any others. Turn in 30 red dye. Unfortunately, he's a late bloomer like his dad. He's 14. I lost my last tooth at 8 years old. Whoa. I don't remember when I lost my last tooth. I honestly don't remember at all, but I feel like 8 is, like, early. 'Cause aren't there, like, 12-year-old molars? I'm gonna Google this. Common ages to lose your teeth. Most children shed their front 4 teeth between 6 and 8 years old, and the sharp teeth, which are the upper and lower canines, and first molars when they're 9 to 12 years old. Second molars follow between 10 and 12 years old on average. So he's not far behind. I think you were just early. 8 years old and you lost even all of your molars? Dang. I don't remember how old I was, so I can't really, you know. I think I was older though. I don't think I I don't know. Oh man. Hmm. I should have been taking this quest. I've already defeated 20 monsters today. Dang it. LOL, it was a big deal. I got $2 for that tooth. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember how much my mom left for me for the tooth fairy. I want to say it was like $1 per tooth. Um for Amelia, her very, very, very first tooth that she lost, the tooth fairy gave her a $2 bill. And she thought that was really, really cool. So we have another $2 bill saved for when Paul loses his first tooth. But then every other tooth that she's lost, we've given like the equivalent of $2, I think. Which I think is probably on the lower end. I think some kids are getting like $5 a tooth or something. God, the tooth fairy over here doesn't have that much money. Ugh, man. At least I think I've given I don't even know. Pretty sure it's been $2 per tooth. I remember one of the nights that she had lost a tooth, all I had in my wallet was a $5 bill, and I had to, like, go through their, piggy banks to, like, exchange the $5 bill out with, like, singles because if I gave her a $5 bill for one of the teeth, all of the other teeth were gonna have to be $5. I'm like, "I am not doing this." Is the tooth fairy rolling in the dough these days or what? Seriously, like, there have been some that I've like, some TikToks that I've seen that people are getting, like, $10 per tooth, and I'm like, "What?" Now, I will say her very first tooth that she lost, she, like, showed my grandpa, and my grandpa gave her, like, $5, and then, like, we saw him a few days later, and she showed him again, and he remembers he remembered it, but he gave her another, like, 5 or $10, and I'm like, "Pops, what are you doing?" Like, "You already gave her money for it," and he's like, "Whatever. She can go buy something special with it." And I'm like, "Okay, Pops." So, she makes sure to hit up Pops when she loses a tooth to show him. I'm telling you, these kids know how to milk every penny. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness. It is very adorable, very adorable. Ugh. All right. Since we will be heading into the very last sprint of this stream because your girl's got a headache, I'm going to do my little spiel. If you are new here, hi, thanks for sprinting with us. Linked down below are 3 Discord servers. The Cozy Corner is my personal um, Discord server where we not only do writing sprints and talk about writing life, but we talk about life in general, vent about life, share recipes, talk about books, be nerdy and everything. There's also the Writers Unfiltered, which is the Discord server that has all of the Wordy Writer Challenge information. It is the server that Katrina and I share together. And then I also have Katrina's server linked down below. It might need a new link though. So if that one doesn't work and you are trying it, let me know. I can get you a new link. And the next time I will be live streaming will be Wednesday morning. Most likely Wednesday night. It just depends on when we get home from dinner because Wednesday is my daughter's birthday and we go out to eat for birthday dinners. And so I'm thinking it's probably going to be an 8 p.m. Central Time live stream that night instead of like a 7 or 7:30. Time is subject to change, but that is most likely what is happening. Other than that, I was hoping to do an all-day live stream this upcoming Sunday. Cannot do that anymore. We are getting our hair done, and that is an hour away, and it's all 4 of us, so that's going to be an all-day thing. So I will only have the evening stream, which will most likely be an 8 o'clock time start as well in Central Time. So it would be 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. I will also be having a new writing vlog up sometime in the next few days. I have to go through all of my clips and see if I have enough for a full video. If not, you can watch the previous writing vlogs, which are on my channel. But yeah, that's the big old spiel. I'm probably missing something. But yeah. Alrighty. We are going to get this sprint started so that I can go take some medicine and go to sleep. So I'm going to go ahead and start this tree right now. And we are going to change this to final sprint. Why do I have it final of sprint of the stream? What is wrong? Let me change that because that's going to bug me. There we go. All right. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Sorry, I needed to finish that sentence. And that was the sprint. How did we do? I didn't do too bad. I'm almost at 2,000 words for the day. Granted, I mean, it's a scene that I'm reworking. So, like, I've already drafted it and I'm just revising it and whatnot. But, you know, it counts. It counts. Okay. Tried to rewrite the scene I lost, but not feeling the emotional connection to it like the first time. Nowhere near tears this time. Aw, that sucks. But I'm throwing some food in the oven and committing to staying up for at least one more hour to try and revise it. I am so close to finishing up the rough draft. It's what's keeping me going. Going to skip this chat break to eat and see if I can rewrite the scene. If you are still streaming when I'm done, I'll be back. Otherwise, thanks for hosting and have a great night, everyone. Thanks for joining us. That was going to be the last sprint. Just because I need this headache to go away. I might need to go get a snack or something too, but it's just like it's right here. It could be my sinuses, to be perfectly honest. Ugh. No. I mean, all in all, it feels good to be writing again. Like, I've had the urge to write, I just haven't had the motivation for it. So, thank you for giving me the motivation. But I am going to be calling it. Let's see. I haven't been able to get much. It's chaos at my house. One is now rearranging her room. This fool has testing tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Tell her I said she's in trouble. I love how she yells at you for not getting your words in, yet she adds to the chaos for you. This is also like the third time she's done this since January. I was gonna say, I thought she like rearranged her room recently. And when you said that you took her to Home Depot to grab some stuff for her room, maybe I just thought it was a very long rearrangement. That part. I'm like, dude, I know she yells at you all the time for not getting your words in, but then like she's not helping the case. I didn't write anything. I was still trying to figure out my writing challenge and I was reading / playing on my chapters app. No worries. I did a little more reading. Both the kid and the husband are distracting me too. Yeah, it might just be one of those nights. Plus reading is being productive too. And it's helping with your mental. And words are avoiding our words. Not helping at all. I'm going to try and hit 41K and maybe a little more. We'll see. I am wishing you luck, my love. Wishing you luck. It will just mean more work for me the next day or two. I really hope that, the chaos dies down a little bit for you so that you can get some work done. Alrighty, I am going to be calling it a night. If you are still wanting to continue writing, you can do sprints in the Discords down below using the writing sprint feature. You might find Katrina doing some sprints if she gets the chance to. Otherwise, I'll be in the Discord later tomorrow. I probably won't be in the Discord tonight. I'm gonna take some medicine and go lay down. But I will see you live again on Wednesday. So until next time, thanks for sprinting with me tonight. It's been lovely. And happy writing, everyone.